So, I mean, they can wipe them out. So they literally, their lawyers, even though they hated doing it, said, guys, you just cannot allow those vendors in. Now, they're going to fight like hell and hope by next year they'll have them back instantly. They were there. Not in big numbers, and they had to kind of sneak around it. But they were there.
Well, I see their fear in any case, too. If it was as good a time anyway?
It was beautiful. Yeah, I think this is the fifth one I've been to. They've all been great. The weather was good. But I've never seen any nicer, better run or a happier mood than this.
Okay, tell you who I gave money for the U.S. governor. Arianna Huffington.
Well, Arianna's a delightful lady and opposes the entire drug war. That's a good choice.
Send her $500.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. Can't give it as a Canadian, so we had a friend in California.
I spent a weekend once on a retreat with Arianna and Ethan Nadelman and some other people.
Oh, great, yeah.
So I had a chance
and Arianna's great.
She's really very sophisticated.
Her columns, and she's right there, and as a libertarian supporting a progressive, I couldn't think of a better progressive for a libertarian.
No, I think you're absolutely right. That's a good idea, because I know you have libertarian
But there's two other, there's three libertarian, and there's B.E. Smith.
Is B.E. running? I didn't know that.
He's on the ballot.
He qualified?
Yeah, he's on there. We're doing his website for him. That's our...
By the way, excuse me for this, but is B.E. out, or he's still in, isn't he?
No, he's out.
Oh, good.
But he served 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 years.
I was thinking...
In fact, he's been out for a couple of years, because he's one of the first people we gave money to back in 96, I think.
Okay.
So
I remember when he went in, and I think I didn't hear when he got out. So I guess.
He's on the ballot, and we're supporting him with the website. And Peter Coelho, I think that's his name pronounced, of the Green Party.
Camacho, or I don't know, whatever.
But he's put legalization.
Yes, I think he's very good.
Yeah, and
so, by the way, if I could add, and it's not, I'm not endorsing his candidacy, but I found out it happened. Bruce Margolin, who actually does Los Angeles NORML, also has his hat in the race.
Absolutely.
And there's a couple of others.
And what we're planning to do is we're planning to support by mentioning giving money to almost any of these candidates, or supporting their website.
Sure.
But in the last week, we hope everybody coalesces around the front runner, basically. And I figure that's going to be Arianna Huffington.
Oh, I think
even Peter knows that too, of the Green Party, and he's prepared to do that. They're really good friends.
Yeah.
And Arianna's, man, she's like the commander in chief. If she were in charge, you'd know she was in charge.
Well, also, I think of any of the candidates that might be perceived as our candidates in the progressive on a number of issues, Arianna's by far got the best chance.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some other progressive people out there, but they're further to the, they're much more of a long shot than even Arianna. By the way, Arianna's a long shot, but she's in the top 5 or 6.
Oh, no, top 5. Yeah. Well, see, that's what you've got to go with, because, I mean, ultimately, and there's the crapshoot, if Arnold is giving those Republicans fits, though.
It is. It's not going to be
because
all happy.
He's a pot-smoking, pro-choice one.
And
he's
apparently
certainly been dallying in his time.
I'm led to believe that they tried to back him off on the pot thing a couple of times, and he just wouldn't back off. So I'm not sure he's going to hide that fact. That'll be interesting.
No, he isn't hiding it. He said when they asked him the other day, he said, well, that was 1975.
Well, it was 1975. My understanding is just in the last year or so, they had to make a decision about reissuing that film, and someone suggested editing that provision out, and Arnold personally, at least allegedly, said no, leave it in.
Oh, it's still in, that's for sure.
So
Arnold is governor. What do you think? George Shultz, great anti-prohibitionist.
Yeah, I know. Well, even Warren Buffett, frankly, not a bad guy to get on your team.
Well, no, I mean, at least you're getting sound financial.
Yeah, that's right, because otherwise, the thing about him was he might be flaky.
George Shultz was Reagan's Secretary of State, but since then he's gone on to appear in a lot of Linda Smith Institute's ads against prohibition. He's always, names are always showing up. There's a big hair attached.
Sorry about that.
Giving you hairy... And so George Shultz is constantly pictures on all those full-page ads from Linda Smith. So, and he's in charge of our own team. So I got to figure, so far so good. So I think there's several good choices here, and I've never been so excited about an election, really.
And I'll tell you what else. Gray Davis was such a disappointment to progressives in California, and in particular on the grass issue.
Right, he's still got a list to recall.
The son of a bitch single-handedly defeated a bill that had passed both houses of California legislature that would have at least set some standards up for Prop 215, so people knew what the rules were and stuff. And it was Vasconcellos' bill. It wasn't perfect, but it was a pretty good bill, frankly. And almost all of the pro-reform people supported it. The goddamn governor is such a tool of the prison guards union. It's his biggest contributor, the California prison guards.
Fuck him, then. Get rid of him.
So, frankly, that's my position. Even though I'm not sure I like the circus that's currently going on. It seems a little chaotic.
It's going to be good.
But
it's going to be good.
To shake up that fucking system and to throw that piece of shit out.
But 35 Republicans, 30 some odd Democrats, a lot of libertarians, Green Party. You got so much, and none of that. There's 5 to 10 competent people in that bunch.
Absolutely.
So I'm thinking, I've never seen an election with so many quality people. I know I actually have a choice. Boy, there's several good people. Who would I go for? Well, ultimately, I hope people coalesce around Ariane as the front runner.
I suspect that's what's going to happen. You're going to come down to 2 or 3 finalists, I imagine.
Yeah, Arnold and probably is it Bustamante?
Yeah, Bustamante, the lieutenant governor.
Yeah.
And by the way, apparently a fairly credible guy and Hispanic, which is, of course, over a third of the population of the state of California.
So obviously he has his voter group there.
So it's
still a toss-up, whether it's Arnold.
Well, I hope so. There's a fear that the celebrity value of Arnold is so great that it'll be a tsunami. Somebody suggested.
Well, he's the one to beat. Let's face it.
And I would hate to think celebrity ends up being the reason somebody gets elected. On the other hand, hey, what is politics about? There's always celebrity to it, so let it happen.
And furthermore,
we're going to benefit no matter what happens.
I think Arnold will certainly be an improvement over Gray
That's
Davis.
what I'm saying.
And I don't see Arnold as being an element of intolerance.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I think he's the old kind of progressive Republican that almost died. It's too bad. They used to have a wing to the party.
Yeah,
the
young Americans. But hey, I was going to say, it's funny how he pulled George Shultz out. I'm thinking, how did he meet up with that guy and choose him as head of policy?
Good question.
Because I'm thinking, does he know Ethan too? Ethan Nadelman knows everybody. Maybe.
Ethan could have put that together, or I'll tell you, it's possible George Shultz, through the Republican circles, had met Arnold because Arnold used to be, I think, come to their things and help raise money and stuff.
And he is married to those Kennedys. Who knows? It might be their ultimate revenge.
I don't think there's a conspiracy here.
Hey, this has been Keith Stroup of NORML. Hey, anything you'd like to say on behalf of NORML? And what is the state of NORML? Let's just
I think the public support we have for smoking pot and not locking up pot smokers is stronger in the United States than it's ever been. And so even though the image people get because of our elected officials,
we're terrified.
Oh my God, you're locking everybody up. It's true. We got more arrests than we've ever had and all that. But the public, in fact, 80% say they support medical use, 72% say a fine only for marijuana smokers. That's not perfect, but let me tell you, I'll take a fine over jail and arrest. So we've sort of won the hearts and minds of the American public. We never had that kind of support before. So I think it really is, we're in that lag zone where we're trying to convert public support that we already enjoy into public policy.
That's right.
And there is a lag time.
It's inertia we're dealing with too. It's a
that's right, a lot of inertia. But we're winning even though it doesn't quite feel like it, is what I would say.
Keith Stroup, Executive Director of NORML?
Yes.